Hey, so I wanted to give you some big updates that are coming out about Google Business Profile and there's some of the changes that have happened. Most of them are really good, actually. Some things that have been personally plaguing my life for a while as we help other contractors, small businesses, business owners in general create and show up on Google. Google Business Profile is at the center point of all of that, right? Google has updated quite a bit when it comes to Google Business Profile and how you can use it. Right now, as a side note, with AI and the way it is, I would highly recommend looking at your Google Business Profile. It is free and making sure that it's updated, it's taken care of, and it's optimized to show off your products or services, to show them where you are, where you aren't. There's even questions and answers inside your Google Business Profile that you can use to kind of help you so you can put those questions on there. If anybody's like doing deep research or they have that common question, it's answered right then. But yeah, so some of the things that this Google Business Profile has been updated to do is a lot of fun. One of them is, and it's the biggest heartache that I hear a lot, is the verification process, right? It used to be where you could put in your address and they would mail you a card with a code on it, and then you would put in the code and there you go. Well, the code stuff wasn't really working. I remember a couple times that we've had to submit it 3 or 4 times for us to really get it to come in the mail. And then you have to wait and all that stuff. Well, now that they moved to like the video verification, which I loved and hated at the same time, right? Video verification just makes sense when it comes to, is Google providing the best answers to your questions? And that's kind of what their job is, right? So they don't want to sacrifice on that. Um, but yeah, so one of the big things that Google Business Profile has done is they've gone away with the just doing the video, right? So what you can do is you take a couple extra more steps on your website and some other assets, and now you won't actually have to do that. You can trigger getting an SMS or a phone call with that code. Much better, much quicker and simpler. There is some issues in there where you can get verified and get suspended again, and you might want to still keep doing that. But that's still something that was happening with the video stuff that was going on, is someone would submit and then they would get approved and then the next day it's taken down. So it is a great thing that they've updated that part of Google. What they're really looking for that and is trust signals, and I have it in here in the list of, or on my blog post, on some simpler things to build those trust signals. Number two is that messaging is now easier, right? They used to have the chat feature and it would go through this number and all that. They have made it much simpler. It is now through WhatsApp and SMS, with text messages being like an 89% open rate and people actually opening them and reading them. Even contractors themselves, the business owners themselves, they see the text more than they see the calls. So definitely something that you may want to look into is adding that feature onto your Google Business Profile. And you can always even add a call to action like text us now or get your offer or get a quote or whatever your call to action is. I prefer a good offer, something that's tangible, but that is a good way for us to explain what a good call to action is. Number three is a little different, but if you're a restaurant owner and or you have a menu of some sort, like I know that bars have menus, but they're not really a restaurant, um, so on and so on. Now what's really cool is you can take a PDF of your full menu. So let's say that you owned a restaurant and you had the menu. Instead of going on there and updating every single item every single time that you may change the menu or add or remove to the menu, what you can do now is just take that PDF and submit it into Google, and Google's AI will go through and create the menu for you onto your Google Business Profile. This is a massive time saver for you. Something that would take a lot of time and effort is something that's simpler now. Another thing that they're really doing is they're really trying to blend how YouTube can help Google and boosting relevance in local markets, your SEO, anything like that. So right now it's a great time to start leveraging YouTube for your business. So if you're a contractor, I would love for you, here's a great idea. Go through it in a house or on a project and show them from the process that it started until it ends, and then even follow up with a review, a testimonial or something like that on a YouTube page. It will do a massive, massive help for you when you're trying to target your business into being ranked or showing up on Google in general better. This is just another great trust signal that needed to be included. And five, and I think that the fifth one is the major one, it's the most important one, and that is that Google's new AI mode skips your website. So it automatically takes from your Google business profile. It will take from your website, don't get me wrong, but the first place it takes from is your Google business profile. So some of the things that you should do to make sure that you're still optimized for the AI mode inside of Google is make sure your stuff's accurate, add the services and contacts, posts on there. The GMB posts are really good. You can always connect those to your website. So for instance, if you make a post about an offer that you have, and let's say you're a painter and you're offering $15 off any resurfacing of cabinets, then you can also make that post, offer it, and then target them to go to your cabinet refurbishing pages. And that really, really helps, right? It just kind of gives that connection between Google and building that trust. So when people are going to the AI mode, they may not even ever look at your Google business profile or your website. So it's good to make as many connections as you can as possible and keep those things up to date. Google is doubling down on business profiles, and I really, really am excited for this. I'm glad that Google Business Profile is being used in the AI mode. Because a lot of contractors and small businesses are now able to play the game of Google like they weren't able to before, right? If you don't know, if you don't have a great website or you don't have the budget to create a great website, you can still have your Google Business Profile and show up quite a bit and have a lot of useful information on your Google Business Profile in the Google AI mode. So Google Business Profile is not going anywhere. I used to think and be scared about AI, but now I see where Google is taking their information for Gemini and what they're doing with it, and I love it. I love what Google's doing with Google Business Profile, making it a priority. This is something that's really great considering the verification's easier, being on there is free, and being able to make posts and those things are very simple. So this was our 5 things that Google has done recently to update Google Business Profile and how it can help you. I know that we'll have tons of other videos in our blog posts on our YouTube channel, so check that out and get more information and education. See you.